Welcome to Studio R. I'm Lauren, and today I will be guiding you through a yoga nidra that is designed to help you rewire the brain so that you can release limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck. It will be helpful for you to have a limiting belief in mind that you want to work with for the practice. Limiting beliefs are any belief that you have that are not allowing you to create the life that you want. They can be about anything, from money to self-worth, confidence, your ability to create success. Oftentimes, they are formed in the younger years of life, usually between the ages of 0 and 7. This is because that's when your mind is most impressionable, when your subconscious mind is wide open. The great news is that Yoga Nidra helps you access your subconscious mind, allowing you to rewire so that you can create thoughts and beliefs that support the life that you're trying to create. So go ahead and start to get really comfortable. If you're not sure what your limiting belief is, just hit pause and come back to us when you're ready. Finding your most favorite comfortable yoga nidra position. Maybe that's shavasana. Maybe you're just propped against a wall because that's what you have access to today. What matters the most for this entire practice is that you're able to be really comfortable so that you can fully relax. Use props to support the body, such as pillows or blankets, or anything that you have around. And whenever you're ready, you could take a soft gaze or close the eyes. Let's begin with just settling down the mind and body with the breath. Move all of your awareness to the belly button or navel center. Focusing all of your attention there. And when you're ready, take a nice, giant, deep breath in through the nose, paying attention to the belly button rising. Exhale, letting it out the nose, paying attention to the belly button or navel center, drawing back towards the spine. 2 more times at your own pace. Paying attention to the belly button. Exhaling at your own pace. Returning back to your normal breathing. Can you begin to imagine that the power of your attention has the ability to soften and relax every muscle of the body? Just like when you brought your attention to your belly button, the breath seemed to fill easily there. We'll do this with your attention softening each part of the body. And as we go through the body and systematically tighten and release parts of the body, you will relax deeper than when you started. Let's begin with the right arm. Begin to tighten every muscle in the right arm. Squeezing your hand, making a fist. Feeling the fingertips press into the palm of the hand. And lift the arm up off the mat or surface below you if that's available. Just a couple of inches. Squeezing really tight. And when you exhale to let it go, let the arm plop right down onto the surface. releasing and letting go of all the tension. Now let's move to the right leg, beginning to tighten and squeeze all of the muscles in the right leg. Flex the toes towards your nose, and if it's available, lift the leg up off the mat. Not far, just a few inches. Squeezing tighter, and as you exhale, let it fall to the floor, relaxing every single muscle in the right leg. Feeling the bones soften and the fascia release. Everything settles. Moving your awareness to the left arm, beginning to tighten and squeeze every muscle in the left arm. Making a fist, feeling the fingertips press into the palms. Every muscle. Maybe the arm is lifted off the mat. And then exhale, release it. Let it fall down. Softening. Letting go. Now moving to your left leg. Tightening every muscle in the left leg. Squeezing, pointing, or flexing the toes. If available, lifting the leg up off the mat. And exhale, let it all the way down. Feeling everything soften, melting towards the mat. Now let's begin to soften the face. Notice any lines of the face that could use your attention. Maybe the forehead, the space between the eyes, the lines around the mouth. Allow the jaw to create space between the teeth by opening just a little. Maybe inviting the tongue to move away from the roof of your mouth. Feeling the eyes settle back and down. At the same time, feeling the collarbone widening, the shoulders moving down away from the ears. Now that your body and mind have aligned into relaxation, welcome your sankalpa to the practice. A sankalpa is a vow or resolve, and it is born from the heart, and it becomes your way of being. For this practice, your sankalpa is going to be what arises from the heart. That is the opposite of the limiting belief that you are going to be working with today. So allow yourself to sit for a few moments here. And when your sankalpa arises, allow it to be a short, positive statement. For example, if your limiting belief is, I am always stressed, possibly your sankalpa could be, I am a calm person at all times. There's no need to push or try and create the answer. Allow the seed of positive intention to plant and mentally repeat 3 times. As I begin to name body parts, allow your awareness to flow to the body part and notice the sensations that are present there. Feeling and sensing, and allow it to be received versus trying to find what's there. Bring all of your attention to the tip of your nose. Noticing the temperature at the tip of the nose and the air moving in and out the nose, the cheeks, right and left, moving to your lips and the inside of the mouth. Feeling and sensing the entire mouth, the tip of the tongue, and the root of the tongue, moving down to the center of the throat and the hollow pit of the throat, center of the chest, right chest, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, the right thumb, first finger, second, third, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of the chest, left chest, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, first finger, second, third, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of the chest, moving down to the solar plexus, and then the navel center, pubic bone, right hip, knee, ankle, top of the foot, bottom of the foot, the heel, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth toe, the ankle, knee, hip, pubic bone, left hip, knee, ankle, top of the foot, bottom of the foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, pubic bone, moving your way up the spine, starting with the low back and the mid back, sensing the right and left shoulder blade, moving up to the upper back and the neck, feeling the back of the head, the forehead, and the third eye center. Begin to notice the entire right side of the body. Experiencing only the right side of the body and the sensations present. And letting that go, and then finding all of these sensations present on the left side of the body. The aliveness, the sensations, and then begin to experience the whole body at once. From head to toe, the entire body. What do you sense when you tune in to the entire body at once? Feel your breath now. Shifting gently your awareness to your natural breath. Noticing where you feel yourself breathing. And there's no need to change the breath here. Simply witness the breath. Begin to visualize your sankalpa, the intention that you created at the beginning of the practice. And remember, for this practice, your sankalpa is the opposite of your limiting belief. I'd like to invite you to visualize your highest intention coming true. Bring to mind or imagine or just trust that a scene that resonates with you on how you know you will have met this intention. Visualize what that looks like for you. And as you feel or sense or notice this scene of what it looks like when you're living this intention, if you aren't looking at yourself in the picture, step out of your body and begin to watch yourself in the scene. so that you're looking through your own eyes at yourself like you're watching a movie. And if you don't see a picture, that's okay too. What matters the most is the feeling that resonates when you visualize this intention coming to life. Take note of what is around you. Are there people around you? If so, who is it? Notice sounds that you hear. And these sounds could be outside of you. They could be ambient noise. It could be your self-talk. Notice any emotions that are present. Is there anything that you can feel internally or externally? And as you notice what you feel and the emotions present, can you begin to get a sense of where those emotions are in your body when you are living your highest intention? When you've met the intention and let go of the limiting belief. And notice if there's any symbols or a picture or movement that are there in the body where you feel these emotions. And when you feel ready, go ahead and let go of any visualization that you see, letting go of any of the pictures, and focus solely on the emotions and sensations that you feel in the body. Locking that into place, however that might be for you. Maybe you imagine hearing the sound of a master lock locking into place. And we will begin now to use some colors to activate your lower 3 chakras. Holding the intention in your body, your sankalpa, we're going to begin to imagine and visualize that you're breathing in different colors. Starting with the color red, begin to feel, sense, or imagine that you're breathing in the color red through the soles of the feet, all the way up the body, all the way out to the crown of the head. Even if you don't see it, just imagine the red being drawn up inside the body, clearing, releasing, and rejuvenating any stuck energy. Moving all the way out the top of the head, and releasing the color red, bringing back to mind your intention or sankalpa if needed. And now we're going to breathe in the color orange. Breathing in the color orange through the soles of the feet, through the body, up the legs, through the center of the body, all the way to the head and out the head. Tuning into the feelings of your intention as you clear any negative stuck energy out the body. Feeling or seeing the orange circulating, or swirling. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you. And now beginning to breathe in the color yellow. Bringing in the color yellow through the soles of the feet. Everything is making you feel vibrant and confident. The color yellow through your body brings a sense of self-love. Moving it up, clearing, releasing. And now we're going to visualize a beautiful, most pure, most healing white light that moves through the soles of the feet and up the body, and healing everything that needs to be healed. And whenever you feel ready, like the white light has rejuvenated you, begin to invite any color that comes to mind, breathing that color through the soles of the feet, circulating it around the body, moving around, clearing, making space for your positive intention out through the head. And letting that go. Letting go of all the colors. Noticing how complete you might feel. How grounded and supported. And could you notice how creative and open and accepting you are of yourself? Notice how whole you might feel, resting in your authentic being. And rest here for a few moments. Welcome your sankalpa back to the practice, mentally whispering 3 times. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, letting everything out the mouth. One more time. Begin to notice any sounds that you hear. Notice your breath. The movement of your breath. And then when you feel ready, maybe take some movement, starting really small, whatever feels good to you. Making your way into maybe larger movements like stretching overhead, moving the head side to side. And only when it feels like the right time for you, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. I would be so grateful that if you enjoyed this yoga nidra, you liked, commented, and subscribed to the channel to support the channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to hear from you in the comments below about your experience working with your limiting belief. And let me know if you guys want to have more practices or videos on how to start changing your thoughts. It's really important that we have thought work that goes along with our yoga nidra practice, because yoga nidra has the power to help us to create more self-awareness, more space to choose the thoughts that will work for us, more space to practice off of our yoga nidra mat, so that everything keeps carrying through. But it takes a lot of practice to keep choosing thoughts that work for your life. If you've never been to my website, I'd invite you to come on over there. I do work one-to-one with people, with women mostly, and helping them create a life that they love. So if you've been feeling stuck or overwhelmed, or like there's just continual relationship patterns that show up over and over and over again, or you've not been able to reach those goals that you've been going after for a long time, I'd invite you to come check out my website and learn a little bit more about the coaching that I offer. Thank you for being here. Namaste.